Hello, welcome to my channel, Crafty Fox DIYs. This video is part of the DIY Inspirations collaborations with the theme Sunshine Summer. This collaboration is hosted by Loli from Loli D's Creation and Katie from Lady Red Crafting. This month's guest host is Aurea from DIY with Aurea. I will have links to their channels as well as a link to the playlist down in the description box below. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, for this first DIY, I have this little sign that I got from Dollar Tree for 50 cents, and it says Sunny Days on it. And then I have one of the drink cup pineapples from Dollar Tree, and I have this little bucket that I just got at a little secondhand store for $1, and then I have a tin can, and I have both the top and the bottom there. Like, there's no food in it, but it's closed off, and I'm just going to put some hot glue onto the can, and I'm going to stick it down into my little bucket. And this is going to create a platform for my pineapple to sit on. I'm going to use some nautical rope, and I'm going to glue that around the bottom of the tin can. So I'm going to put some hot glue on there, and I kind of have it going down the side of the can. And then I'm just going to go all around the bottom of the tin can until I have it covered. I'm just going to cut that off. This rope is really thick, so I had to use a couple different pairs of scissors till I found the ones that would go through it. I'm going to glue that down in the center, and then I'm going to put some hot glue on the end and twist the ends up so it doesn't unravel. And then I'm going to put another thing of the rope around the edge of the tin can. Now I'm going to take my pineapple, and I'm going to use a yellow and a metallic gold, and I'm going to mix those two together, and then I'm just going to pounce that paint onto the pineapple. I don't really like the brownish look. I prefer my pineapple to look more yellow. So that's why I am painting it like this. I think it looks much nicer. Okay, then once that's painted and dry, then I'm just going to put some hot glue on the bottom, and then I'm going to set that on top of the rope. Just make sure I have my bucket turned the right way, because I wanted the writing to be facing out, not to the side or anything. And now I'm going to put my cap on, and then I decide I don't need to do that just yet, and you'll see why here in a minute. But I have this spindle that was on a chair, and it broke, so it's perfect for this though. It fits right down in the hole in the lid of the pineapple. And then I'm just going to take some material here, and I'm going to use it to help secure the stick onto my sign. Just going to cut strips in the size that will go all the way across. I'm just going to put some hot glue on either side and onto the spindle. And this will just help ensure that the stick stays on. Just a little, extra hold there. And then I'm going to do the same thing a little further down. Then I'm just going to test this out. See how it sits down in, and I realize I need some weight in here, so I'm going to pour some rice into the pineapple. You could use rocks or whatever you want to use. I just happen to have a whole bunch of rice that I no longer eat rice because it doesn't agree with my body, so, and I love it, but unfortunately, things like that happen. So anyway, I fill this up with rice, and then I stick my spindle down in there, and that creates the weight. But like I said, you could use rocks or whatever you have on hand. I'm going to clean the rice up that I spilled, and I'm going to take my hot glue, and I'm going to go around the base or the hole there, just to make sure that nothing can get down inside there. I don't want the rice getting wet. I don't want any bugs to get down in there. Okay, now I'm going to take some leaves. I'm going to cut these off, and then I'm going to glue it on so that it looks like the leaves on the top of the pineapple. I used the leaves that were originally on this for another project. I needed some extra leaves for it, so I borrowed the ones that were on here. So I'm just going to take these. I believe this is what is called fern. I believe that's what this is called. And I cut each of the parts off, and I'm just gluing on there just so it kind of looks like the leaves on the pineapple. It works for me. And then I decided I wanted to put some flowers down in the bucket, the part that's going, doesn't have anything in it. And I'm just cutting them down to size. Just using my little pliers here. I'm going to make sure that I get them all at about the same length. I don't want any, sticking up too far over top of the pineapple or anything. I want it to, be very visible. So I'm just using, a variety of flowers and, some nice bright colors. So it's nice and summery. Just going to stick those all down in there. Just like that. It's turned out so pretty. Okay, now I have these picks that I made for my youngest grandson's, baby shower. And the theme that I did was, here comes the sun. And so I made these little picks, and I'm going to use those. I'm going to put those down inside the bucket as well with the flowers. They're just wood Christmas ornament rounds that I turned them upside down so they look more like a balloon. And I have these little lemons, and I'm going to glue those onto the bottom there, just so they're in the arrangement as well, like that. There's a little hole up there, and I decided it's not that visible because I didn't think that a ribbon would look nice, and I couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted to cover it, so I decided just not to worry with it. Okay, for DIY number 2, I have this board. It's supposed to be a 2x6, but it's obviously 5.5 inches wide, and this one is 16 inches long, but you could use whatever size board you want. I decided to go with this 2x6 because it's wide enough that it will stand up on its own. And I got this beautiful, beautiful vinyl on sale at Walmart. It was like $5 for the roll. They only had 2 rolls left, so I went ahead and got both. Now I'm going to paint just the front side of my board yellow, and I thought that was just a little brighter than I was going for, so I took another color of yellow and I went over top of it. And I do give this 3 coats of paint because I wanted to make sure it was covered very nicely. So I go in with the same colors after the first layer is dry, then I paint it again. Then after this one is dry, the 3rd coat is just the lighter yellow. I didn't do the brighter yellow. Now on the sides, I'm going to leave the back plain because I'm thinking of turning this into a 2-sided piece. So I'm just going to leave the back plain for now. But I'm taking some antique wax and I'm going all around the edges so that way they look more finished. Now with the vinyl, I use my Cricut to cut out a design. It says, here comes the sun, and then a real cute sun. There it is. I think it is so pretty. I just love this vinyl. I would just want to make all kinds of projects with it. Now, I originally tried to use this shelf liner to transfer the vinyl over, but it would not stick to the shelf liner. I rubbed over it and over it and over it, and it just would not stick. And I even cut a second piece and thought I will try that, and it just was not going to stick. So part of it did stick. I don't know if you caught that or not. Part of it did stick, but what I done was just fixed it all back down on there, and then I just used some painter's tape, and I left a little bit at the bottom, a little bit of the vinyl showing, so that I could make sure that I was lining it up, because if you put the painter's tape completely over your design, you're not going to see where it stops and starts. So I left a little bit sticking out so that way I could have that to be my guide whenever I put the vinyl onto the board. So I just bring my vinyl over, and then the part of the vinyl that's showing, I'm going to just line that up. I know you could probably put the painter's tape just exactly, but I would rather be able to see the bottom of the vinyl. That just works best for me. So then I just take my little tool here and rub that down, and then pull the painter's tape off. And I'm not sure what caused it, but a little piece of the paint peeled up with the with painter's tape. You're going to see that here in just a second. There it starts. But that was the only place that it did it, was just right there. So I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm just going to get my paintbrush and I'm going to get those same paints and I'm going to paint over it. And I just keep going over it until I have it so that it's not as noticeable. Now, if I was making this for someone else, I would have started over. I would have just went and got a different board and done this over. But since I'm doing it for myself, then I'm okay with it having the little blemish on there. I love this vinyl so much. It is so pretty. How cute. Okay, let's go on to DIY number 3. As much as I love the other one, this one is my favorite. So I have this sign. This is exactly how I got it. Someone else had already removed the paper stuff that was on there. And I also have strips of material in rainbow colors. So now I'm just going to take some, I also have some skewers. I'm going to need those. Okay, now I'm going to remove the hanger and I'm going to do it in such a way that I can reuse it. I want to be able to put it back on this sign so that I can hang it. And one of the little edges you can see here that sticks out, the other side was broken off. So I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife to cut that off. Also, while I'm thinking about it, with the X-Acto knife, that is how I ended up cutting the rope whenever I done the last little go around on the top of the can. That's how I cut it off. I had to go get my apron and put it on. This is one of my favorite dresses and I definitely didn't want to get any paint on it, so put my apron on before I went painting too much. Okay, and now I'm going to paint the center part to look like a sun. I'm going to use a couple different colors of yellow and I'm going to also use some orange yellow. And then I'm going to use a pouncer and I'm just going to blend those colors together until it looks all nice and sunny to me. And then once I get, down the sides, I'm just going to kind of curve it so that way it'll look like the shape, like a round sun. And I'm just going to go all over and keep blending those colors together. And I do this a couple coats because you probably noticed the dark spot that was in the center. It shows through the paint. Even though I painted it white, it was still coming through. You can kind of see it there. So I just put some of the lighter yellow on there to kind of help lighten it up a little bit. And then I don't know if I show it or not, but I do go and do this again. So that way it helps cover that up and it's not so noticeable. I use my hairdryer to help me out. Yeah, I do show it. So I took the lighter yellow again and I go over and blend it all in. Okay, now I've got my skewers and I'm going to make sun rays with them. That's what I'm going to use them for. So I'm just seeing how many I need. And I decide right here I need 8, but I do end up needing 9. 5 longer ones and 4 shorter ones. So I'm cutting one of the longer ones and then I'm saying how much I want to make the other one shorter, and I'm cutting off the end that has the point. I don't need the point on there, but you could do it the other way if you wanted and have the point. So now I'm going to cut, like I said, I ended up doing 5 long ones and 4 short ones. So I'm just putting them together and then cutting them. Now I'm going to glue all of my longer ones on, just securing those on there with some hot glue. And then I'm going to do my shorter ones. And this is where I realized I needed another long one. So I just cut it and glued that on there. And then I'm going to take some material and I'm going to put that on the back, just hot glue that on there to help make sure those skewers stay on. Now I'm going to paint those. I'm going to use the same colors that I used to paint my sun. Just using a pouncer to go up all of those and paint them. Once again, using my hairdryer to get it all nice and dry. I'm going to take my scissors and this white t-shirt here. Actually, I think it's a tank top. But I'm going to cut out a cloud shape. And I'm doing this, you know, the two sides. So I'll have two clouds because I'm going to put one on each side of the sun. So I'm just going to use hot glue. I'm going to go around my little cloud shape. I keep wanting to say flag for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm just going to go around my cloud shape and hot glue that onto the white part there on the sides of the sun. I had some faux fur that I was going to use, but it was shedding, and I also thought maybe I want to save this for Christmas. That's crazy, already thinking about what I might need for Christmas projects. Okay, so I left a little part of it open, and I'm going to cut another piece of material, just a square, and I'm going to stick that inside of the opening so the cloud will be poofy. You could also use cotton balls, or if you had some polyfill. I have polyfill, but mine's green because it was in an old couch and I have gobs of it. So, I mean, like, I got 30-gallon bags. I had like 5 of them out of this couch. So I'm not going to need to get any for a long time. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. But anyway, what I was getting to with it being green is it sometimes shows through white. So since this is a thin shirt, it was going to show and you would be able to see the green. So that's why I decided just to go with material. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to use my strips of material to glue on the colors of the rainbow. As you can see, they're popping up there on the screen. Best way to remember it, Roy G. Biv. And I'm just going to adjust them, and I'm going to be doing 2 of each color. And once I get those on there, I'm going to pick it up and look at it. I'm going to do some adjusting. I think I have it now. Okay. Now I need to put my hanger back on there. So I'm going to do that here in a second. And I did it wrong the first time. I put it in front of my sun rays and I needed it behind. So I just took it off and then put it behind, just like that. And then I used some hot glue to make sure those stay in there. And there we go. Don't you just love this? Oh my goodness. It is so adorable. Okay, let's take one final look at all 3 of these projects. Okay, that's all for this video. Let me know what you think of my Sunshine Summer DIYs. Be sure to check the description box for the host channels as well as the link to the playlist so that you can get all kinds of summer DIY inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.